Hi guys, welcome back to Beauty by Chick. So today's video is going to be a quick one that will answer a question that I get asked plenty of times, and it is the journey to tubal reversal. How did you go about getting your tubes untied? And as you guys can see, I've reversed my tubes, which I did last December, and then I am here with a baby this December. I gave birth to this baby girl right here. So it's been an interesting journey, and I'm definitely trying to share things with you guys. And I'm gonna be backtracking a little bit and just sharing little things here and there to just help you guys get the broader picture of my journey from tubal ligation to tubal reversal to baby. One of the things I wanted to do when I first thought about tubal reversal, because at first I had no idea it was even a thing. I just looked it up, that I just knew my tubes were tied and I knew I wanted to have another baby, so I researched. I did a lot of research and came across tubal reversal and was shocked when I saw it, because I didn't ever think that I would be down baby lane ever again. So yeah, that's what I did. I did a lot of research, and after realizing there was an option, then I had to do even more research to decide which doctor I wanted to do my surgery and where and how and the cost. And that definitely requires a lot of research, because you want to make sure that you're choosing, the right doctor, a doctor that's skilled. So it's important to research and find reviews upon that doctor to know if he is a good fit for your surgery. It's also good to determine the cost, but you also don't want to go with the cheapest cost, because with that can come other issues. And I have an experience with that from choosing a doctor the first time around, not with my tubal reversal, but with my tummy tuck. And so I'm going to be sharing more about that on this channel as well. But I learned my lesson from that time around, and I knew this time around I wanted to go with someone who was very skilled in what they do, and who, who will overall do just a great job, do a great job at do the best job, because with tubal reversal you want to ensure you're getting the best chance of being able to have your tube reversed to be able to conceive. After doing the research and determining which doctor I wanted to go with, I formally called up and I set up an appointment, and I believe there's a fee to just do the consult appointment. It's like $100 or $200 or something like that. I think it was $200, which is a consultation fee, which most plastic surgeons will charge you. Sometimes they will kind of put it inside of your total, or other times they will just kind of charge it separately. You have to pay it when you're coming to your first appointment, which is what I did in this case. Basically, that meeting is to allow you to meet the doctor, to talk about the surgery itself, how he would perform it, the cost, and why it would cost, and the cost breakdown. And he would at that point inform you of anything that you'd have to go over, obviously asking you your history, and then we'll let you know from then on what we need and where we need to go from here. So, I remember some of the things, such as asking me my history, how many children I've had, how they were delivered, if I had any issues conceiving, and things along those lines. And then he'll ask me if my partner had any issues. So it was important for me that my husband came along with me, and he was there at that very first appointment, because it's, like I said, it's going to take two, the both of us, so it's important. And they also require you both to be there. They let me know that I'd be doing some egg reserve test. It was an internal exam where they could check and see how many eggs I had, I believe. I think that's how that was done, or was it done through blood work? I did blood work too, so I don't remember which took, which did which. But that's what I did. I did blood work. I did an internal exam where they checked out my eggs and the maturity. And with those exams, I had to go to an appointment once weekly. And it was kind of funny, because in this case, I didn't live close by the office at all. I did live about an hour away, and I had to drive down there every week. But it was well worth it, because they were able to, they check you. They check your eggs, and they check your cycle, and have you come back once a week to follow up. And they do they check your egg follicles and see how they're growing, and if they grow to full maturity and what happens to that. So the whole point of that is to just assess you and see how things are going. And at the end of that, that's like a full-on, I think it was like a full-on 2-month process. And then, for my husband, he had to do a semen analysis, and that, determined just how healthy his contributions were, and everything worked out in our end. So that's the process. The process that I think that's like one of the most important processes, just knowing how it's, how healthy everything is. And I think that's great that they let you do that, because I have read, there are some other doctors that I've read that actually allow, they will just perform the surgery and they'll perform it on anyone. And I know there are some people too who are very adamant about performing the surgery, but at the same time, it's good to know whether or not the surgery will be successful. Though I know that there are miracles out there that can occur as well. But I get it. I think it's good, I guess, to know initially that things are okay health-wise and that it's good to proceed forward, because it does cost a pretty penny. I did explain in a video that I did on my family vlog channel that my surgery costed $6,000. So it does cost money, and you want to ensure that you are, your money, I guess you want to reap the benefits of it. That's the whole point, is that you're paying for something, but if it doesn't come, then it's like disappointing, I guess. That whole process took a period of time, a great deal of time. And then when I met with the doctor, I got to meet him, and then I went through the process, and then it was up to me from then on to book my surgery. So I think I got everything done initially, but we didn't have the fund to perform the surgery right away. The funny thing is, our house was being sold on the market, so I was expecting to be able to use a part of my refund to pay for it. So I did indicate to the doctor, I said, okay, well, I will be in touch, because we're planning on moving around such and such time, so it wouldn't be convenient around that time either. And he agreed. So I basically took care of everything and waited like a whole 6 months or so. There was like a whole 6-month gap in between, which was it was exciting for me because I felt good about everything, but at the same time it was just like, oh my gosh, like, it was just that time where I'm just waiting to see if everything was going to fall into place. So anyways, we ended up selling our house, and I got the money for my surgery and booked it. And when I got the money, I got it and was able to call in and have my surgery booked, right down the road. It was like a month away, and that was exciting. And yeah, that is how I got to that point of my surgery. I will be doing another part, because I realized I don't want to make these videos too long, but there are other questions that I get pertaining to this too, and it's like the preparation for surgery day and whatnot, and just how it was, just the prep going into the hospital. So I will share that with you guys if you have not. Because I don't know if I did share this information in some videos, certain videos out there, but I don't know how structured it was. So I'm doing my best to kind of backtrack and fill the gaps in between, and just explain things very clearly so you guys are aware. So I want to be as clear and concise for those of you who are interested in knowing about my journey, and for those of you who are planning your tubal reversal journey. So I hope you guys found this video to be helpful, and don't hesitate to comment down below and like and share this video, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Much love.